Take a look at the picture on the screen. Over here you will find that a child is swinging in the park on a swing. Now I'm sure that when you were young, you must have gone to the park and you must have had fun on the swing, swinging from one end to the other. Now, what do you think happens in a swing? Have you ever tried to analyze the motion of the swing? Let us now analyze what actually goes on when the swing is swinging. Now, this swing starts from a particular point, and when you apply the force on the ground in order to swing yourself, you swing to one end. So, as you can see in this video, this girl who is swinging on the swing is moving from one end in the forward direction to the other end in the backward direction. And this process is continued. So, she initially starts from the central position, she applies a force, and then she continues moving from this end to that end. That is in the forward direction and backward direction. Again in the forward direction and backward direction. So this to and fro motion is repeated over a period of time. Now this to and fro motion is also present in many other places. For example, a rocking chair. Now I'm sure you must have played with a rocking chair also when you were young. Now a similar thing happens in a rocking chair. Let's say you and your friend are sitting on the rocking chair and are rocking it. So during that time, this chair will move to and fro. That is, it will move forward and backward in a continuous to and fro motion. Similarly, this to and fro motion which is taking place, as we considered for the case of the swing, is taking place about a central point. As you can see in this animation, the central point has been marked out with a line through it. And if you look closely, you will find that the swing is swinging from forward to backward and then again forward to backward in a repeated motion about this central point. So this particular motion about a central point has a name to it. Again, we consider the to and fro motion about a central point of a grandfather clock's pendulum. Now, I'm sure that when you were young or even now, you must have seen a grandfather clock somewhere. A grandfather clock has a pendulum bob at its bottom, which is held from a fixed support by a string. Now, this pendulum is continuously moving to and fro about this central point. As you can see, it moves in one direction and then in the other direction, and this process is continued. Even if you start walking back and forth, like you can see the boy in this animation is walking, you will find even in that case there exists a central point. So it is about this central point that this boy is moving about to and fro. So this particular kind of to and fro motion is known as oscillation. Now there are certain aspects to be remembered for oscillation. That is, there should be a repeated to and fro motion about a central point. Mark the phrase repeated to and fro motion. And secondly, the displacement that takes place about a central point, which is also known as the equilibrium point. So the central point about which the motion was taking place is known as the equilibrium point. So whenever there is oscillation, a central point or an equilibrium point will exist. So let us look at the motion of the swing once again and also consider the motion of the pendulum bob as well as the boy walking about the central point back and forth. In all these cases, as you can see, there exists a central point marked by a line through it about which the motion is taking place. This central point is known as equilibrium point, and it is about this equilibrium point that the motion is taking place, this back and forth motion. So this back and forth motion causes a displacement, and this displacement always happens about a central point, and this particular kind of motion is known as oscillation or oscillatory motion.